And it's the Knicks to start out. Now New York starting 5. And it's Bradley in at the 3 slot. Pass to Frazier. Here's Monroe. Clock at 6. And it's Toronto with a rebound. It's a one-on-one situation. And Siakam with the slam.
Siakam has that sinewy build, great length and strength.
Here's Monroe. Pass to Lucas. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Good on the bucket.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Leonard. And Reed pulls it down. New York with the ball to the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Now Leonard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Lucas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Frazier, the pass to Reed. Pass to Frazier. A shot from the mid-range. Toronto grabs the miss.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
New York foul. York Bradley. First personal foul. First team foul.
Gasol passes to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3.
They're a little slow out of the gates. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Leonard can't get that one to fall. Frazier, the pass to Reed. Pass to Frazier. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To win the drought. And again, no good by Toronto.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Toronto trailing. Lowry surveys the D. And here's Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Lucas. So it's the Knicks now. Driving to the basket. Monroe, the pass to Lucas. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous speed.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Lowry, the pass to Gasol. Toronto passing it around. Now here's Green. And again, Toronto, no good. Pass to Frazier. It's Reed, high post. Here's Frazier. To the left side wing. Lucas. Siakam pulls down the board. Raptors trail by 4. Lowry, right side, to snap the cold streak. Bradley grabs the board.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Monroe. Green covering. Pass to Frazier. Here's Monroe. Yet to see a basket. Oh, Green with a block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And New York has possession. Here's Frazier. Pass to Lucas. Here's Monroe. And no good. Green with the defensive effort.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Leonard outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Now here's Reed. He's covered closely. And that one, good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 6. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Toronto making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Leonard outside. Gasol the screen. Inside. Here's Monroe, guarded by Van Vliet. Monroe misses.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Siakam, no good. And here's New York now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Up top, Reed. Out to the right wing. Here's Frazier. Pass to Monroe. Here's Frazier. Tries again. And he gets the jumper to drop. Frazier's gotten his second bucket.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's Gasol, guarded by Reed. They swipe it. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Pass to Leonard. All sorts of time. And again, Toronto, no good.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Up top, Reed. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Clock at 4. Goes up at the elbow. Frazier shot is off. Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet outside. To the middle. Picked it. Here's Monroe, guarded by Van Vliet. In transition, here they come. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Gasol understands how to use his body to draw contact on the way up. That is a savvy veteran move.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls.
A proven champion. I mean, the veteran wisdom and experience Gasol brings to his team is not only important, but it's invaluable.
Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. That one misses. New York leading by 7. Into the lane. The 15-footer. Gasol grabs the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Here's Monroe. No made baskets yet. To the wing on the left. To the left wing. Here's Lucas. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Gasol. Lowry outside. From about 16. And it's New York with a rebound. Lucas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Monroe. Checked by Gasol. Pass to Reed. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for Gasol, and it's OG Anunoby in for Kawhi Leonard.
And, you know, you talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different forms and ways, and guys that provide that solid foundation for a team. Reed is one of those guys.
Now here's Van Vliet. No points so far. And here's Lowry from the arc. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. Brown passes to Frazier. And the shot goes.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Lowry. Van Vliet with a screen on Brown. Pass to Van Vliet. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Lucas. Brown passes to Frazier. Reed inside. Anunoby covering. Off with the layup. Pass to Siakam for 3. Knocks down the triple. Siakam's got 5 points.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
Now here's Brown. Here's DeBusschere. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Frazier, guarded by Van Vliet. Van Vliet gets a hand on it.
I mean, it was pure hustle by Van Vliet, giving his all to influence the shot and swat it away.
Powell, he's checked in for Lowry. The Knicks making a switch here. A minute 9 left in the first quarter of the game. Ibaka with a screen on Brown. Here's Van Vliet. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Van Vliet, for his size, is pretty tricky.
Brown passes to Jones. Over Powell. New York again can't hit.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Van Vliet outside. Now here's Ibaka. Defense is right there. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is where Ibaka looks to score from. Often, the closer he is to the rack, the more comfortable he becomes.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones, the pass to DeBusschere. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jones. Pass to Rackley. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Up top, Anunoby. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That's the end of the first quarter. And not much scoring. It remains close. It's the Knicks. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Serge Ibaka is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Siakam outside. VanVleet outside. Back to Siakam. Here's Ibaka. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's DeBusschere. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
And the jam by Ibaka.
You will not find a player any better at attacking the rim than Ibaka.
Pass to DeBusschere. And Anunoby pulls it down. Toronto leading by 3. Now here's VanVleet, defended by Brown. Back to Anunoby. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. In the second quarter, held scoreless. New York working the ball around now. Down low, Rackley. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Pass to Powell. Back to Siakam. And here's Anunoby. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Green's checked in for Toronto. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the Knicks call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Frazier, the pass to DeBusschere.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Raptors with a lead. Siakam with it. 5 points in the game.
First team foul.
VanVleet scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Jackson outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Frazier shot is off. Toronto leading by 3. And here's Lowry. He's scoreless. Kicks it out to Siakam. VanVleet outside. And here's Green from the arc. Here's Frazier. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And he lobs it up. And the jam by Ibaka.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Frazier. He has 6. Pass to Monroe. Here's Frazier. Shot clock at 6. And he gets that one. Frazier's got 8.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Lowry, the pass to Green. Ibaka against Jackson. Now here's Ibaka. He's got 10. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against Miami, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Toronto making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Reed's checked in. Pass to Bradley. Here's Frazier. Give him 8. Now Reed. That's Ibaka defending. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
No question about it. Ibaka has excellent timing and a nose for rejecting shots.
Raptors lead by 3. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or they'll call it.
Here's Monroe. No points yet. Pass to Frazier. Here's DeBusschere. He's covered by Siakam. Now Green. Now here's Lowry. High post Ibaka. Nails the 16-footer. Ibaka's got 10 points in the quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Frazier. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Bradley. Here's Monroe. And there's a 3-second violation. Van Vliet's checked in for Siakam. Now the Raptors with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Now Lowry. From outside the arc. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Frazier, the pass to Monroe. Pass to Frazier. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Frazier's got 10 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's Leonard. They set the screen. Fires for 3. And the Raptors miss again.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Monroe, the pass to Lucas. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Jerry Lucas. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Frazier. Lowry with a steal. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots were dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Here's Lucas. He's got 5. Here's Frazier. 5 on the clock. Up and over Lowry. Second chance shot. Count that one. Reed. Reed's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Lowry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Van Vliet. Leonard for 3. Leonard beyond the line.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Knicks trail by 3. Now a timeout called by New York.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And the Raptors with some changes. Gasol comes in for Ibaka, and it's Pascal Siakam in for Van Vliet. Here's Frazier. He's got 10. Pass to Bradley. Here's Monroe. Green covering. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. Here's Frazier. Monroe, the pass to Bradley. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Second shot opportunity. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 7 tonight. High percentage range, Siakam.
That's where Siakam wants to get the rock. I mean, he's comfortable scoring inside.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Going all the way to the rack. Here's Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. And now a 7-point Raptor lead.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Here's Frazier. Up and over Lowry. And it comes off the front of the rim. Toronto leading by 7. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Reed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They are winning despite his efforts. He's been off all night.
Frazier, the pass to Lucas. Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Lowry. They need this. Monroe misses.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad, Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
It's both from the stripe.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
To the middle. Here's Bradley. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Leonard. Lowry outside. Leonard outside. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Frazier. 10 points for him. They set a pick. Pass to Bradley. They still need this. Here's Lucas. And so it's Serge Ibaka making highlights for Toronto. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
26.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
You look at New York. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Toronto Raptors.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you got to like what we're seeing from Serge Ibaka.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Raptors lead by 12. On the court right now for the Knicks. And it's Bradley in at the 3 spot. Siakam outside. Back to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gasol. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Gasol's got 5 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Frazier. Excellent D there from Siakam.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Toronto passing it around. Leonard for 3. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. He's got 11.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Monroe misses. Raptors lead by 17. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Monroe. Still without a bucket. Here's Frazier to the inside. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Leonard left side. Green, the pass to Lowry. Now Siakam. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Monroe. Green covering. Bradley misses.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Reed with it. He's against Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Frazier. New York again can't hit.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
That one falls.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Monroe. And the Knicks call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Thank you, York Raptors.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? New York, no good that time either.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Count the basket. Siakam's got 9.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Frazier. 10 points for him. Picked by Reed. Here's Monroe. Green covering. Tries to break his ice. Monroe misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Drains the triple.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now a timeout called by New York. Here's Frazier. Pass to Monroe. Here's Bradley. Monroe, the pass to Frazier. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Lucas. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
And that one misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Leonard. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys?
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, they haven't missed a shot since the break. I mean, just what a tremendous job making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
Reed with it. Green picks him up. Reed passes to Bradley. Here's Monroe. Pass to Frazier. From deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Leonard, left side. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry, and he comes up with a bucket. Bradley's got his second basket.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Pass to Gasol. Leonard outside. The three. Drills it from deep.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Here's Monroe. 6 on the shot clock. Frazier shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Lowry outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Lowry's gotten 2 of 4 to fall from deep. Up top, Reed. Pass to Monroe. New York working the ball around now. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Pulls it in from the elbow. Frazier shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Pass to Siakam. Here's the three. Bradley grabs the board. Bradley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Frazier. It's Reed, high post. Here's Monroe. Green covering. Tries it from 19. Green with the defensive effort.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Lowry outside. Pass to Leonard. And it's New York with a rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Lowry. Here's Monroe. Offensive rebound. Count that one, Reed.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Powell comes in for Green. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Lowry. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Ibaka's shot is off. Here's DeBusschere. That's Ibaka defending. Here's DeBusschere. Outside, Brown. Outside, Davis. Pass to DeBusschere. Over Ibaka. And the shot by DeBusschere, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And here's Van Vliet, defended by Brown. Van Vliet against Brown. And stolen by Jackson. Here's DeBusschere. It's tipped. Davis against Van Vliet. Pass to Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 25 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Now here's Powell. Still no points.
Because he's such a complete scorer now, Powell is at the top of the scouting report. That creates opportunities at the free throw line for him.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for your Raptors, Norman Powell, taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
What I appreciate about Norman Powell is that it doesn't matter if he starts, comes off the bench, he's going to produce offensively and relish his role, whatever it is.
Green's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And the second free throw is good. 46 seconds left in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Frazier. Clock at 6. And again, the Knicks missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Brown for 3, and that's not gonna go. And so it's Toronto, cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Powell. He's out there with Fred VanVleet. OG Anunoby out there with Serge Ibaka. And it's Moreland in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's DeBusschere from 18 feet away. No good off the glass.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
VanVleet with it. Anunoby, a screen on Brown. Outside Anunoby. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
The first free throw is good. And the Raptors making a change here. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto.
Number 25, Chris Boucher.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Boucher a screen on Brown. sends it home from three-point land.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Toronto making a switch here. And so he hits both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Ibaka. Puts up the 8-footer. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And Ibaka is a fighter, someone who enjoys the physicality of the game and attacking defenses.
Brown inside, guarded by Van Vliet. New York working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Here's Frazier. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's all from three-point range. Anunoby's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Frazier. That one goes. Count it.
What you like about Walt, putting the ball on the floor completely under control, even when he's in attack mode.
Down low. Here's Ibaka. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Frazier. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you'd change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
Van Vliet's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Here's DeBusschere. Powell covers. Here's Frazier. It's rebounded by Ibaka. To the inside.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Raptors making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Reed's checked in for New York. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Frazier. Frazier's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Jackson. Here's Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Boy, that length Anunoby brings inside is tough to contend with.
Deflects the pass. Ibaka with a steal. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Brown. Kicks it out to Anunoby. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with a 3. And so Brown will bring it up for New York. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. To the inside. Here's Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
And he knocks down the first one. And Williams drops them both. Here's Frazier. Pass to Reed. Here's Monroe. Now covers.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Now here's Van Vliet.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Ibaka finds Williams. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And it's New York with a rebound.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Monroe. Drills the baseline jumper.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Now Van Vliet. Now here's Ibaka. Guarded by Reed. Ibaka with it. 5 on the clock. Anunoby for 3. And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Frazier, guarded by Van Vliet. It's Reed, high post. Pass to Bradley. Here's Monroe. Powell covers. Here's Reed. Lucas passes to Reed. Tries yet again. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to Powell. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Powell's ability to knock down shots off these kind of passes makes him extremely dangerous.
Up top, Reed. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Monroe. Pass to Frazier. Here's Bradley. Here's Monroe. Powell covers. Right wing. Looking to end this cold spell. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Ibaka finds Powell. Fades. Ibaka's shot is off. Here's Frazier. Up top, Reed. Pass to Monroe. Shoots over Powell. Monroe misses.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
And Williams with the basket on the assist from Powell. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Frazier. That's tipped. And here's Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. The shot. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
That was all he needed to find the hoop. I mean, expert play call that time by Van Vliet.
Here's Monroe. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter here. Now here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Clock is at 3. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Frazier. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Van Vliet, the pass to Ibaka. It's a 3-pointer. Ibaka's got 7 points here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Back to Powell. Toronto passing it around. Pass to Anunoby. 4-3. And the Raptors, another 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now here's Reed. Here's Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good, trying to use the glass. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Van Vliet outside. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.